Hi students, have a nice day. Today we are going to learn about 10th standard science. The topic name is Periodic Classification of Elements Part 1. First we learn about modern periodic law. Henry Moseley, a British scientist, in 1912 discovered a new property of elements called atomic number, which provided a better basis for the periodic arrangement of the elements. It is a well-known fact that atomic number of an element is equal to the number of protons or the number of electrons present in the neutral atom of an element. The periodic law was therefore modified to frame a modern periodic law which states that the physical and chemical properties of the elements are the periodic functions of their atomic numbers. Next, the modern periodic table is a tabular arrangement of elements in rows and columns, highlighting the regular repetition of properties of the elements. The modern periodic table of 118 elements discovered so far. Already you have studied the features of the modern periodic table in 9th standard. Here, let us confine to the study of the features of periods and groups. Next we move to features of periods. The horizontal rows are called periods. There are 7 periods in the periodic table. So first period, this is the shortest period. It contains only 2 elements, for example hydrogen and helium. Atomic number present 1 and 2. Next one, second period, the atomic number 3 to 10. This is the shortest period also. It contains 8 elements, for example lithium to neon. Next, third period, atomic number 11 to 18 present. It is also shortest period. It contains 8 elements also, for example sodium to argon. Next we move to fourth period. This is a long period. It contains 18 elements. For example potassium to krypton. Atomic number 19 to 36. This includes 8 normal elements and 10 transition elements. Next, fifth period. This is also a long period. It contains 18 elements also. Example rubidium to xenon. This includes 8 normal elements and 10 transition elements. Next one, sixth period. This is the longest period. It contains 32 elements, for example cesium to radon, and atomic number 55 to 86. This includes 8 normal elements, 10 transition elements and 14 inner transition elements. For example lanthanides. Inner transition element means lanthanides. Next one, seventh period, atomic number 87 to 118. Like the sixth period, this period also accommodated 32 elements. Recently 4 elements have been included by IUPAC. Next we move to features of groups. The vertical columns in the periodic table starting from top to bottom are called groups. There are 18 groups in the periodic table. Based on the common characteristics of elements in each group, they can be grouped as various family. So, the first group is called alkali metals and second group is called alkaline earth metals. Third to 12th group is called transition metal and 13th group boron family and 14th group is called carbon family and 15th group is called nitrogen family and 16th group is called oxygen family or chalcogen family. 17th group is called halogens family and 18th group is called noble gases. Next, the lanthanides and actinides which form the part of group third are called inner transition elements. Except group 0, all the elements present in each group have the same number of electrons in their valence shell and thus have the same valency. For example, all the elements of group 1 have 1 electrons in their valence shell, so the valency of the alkali metal is 1. Next point, as the elements present in a group have identical valence shell electronic configuration, they possess similar chemical properties. The physical properties of the elements in a group such as melting point, boiling point and density vary gradually. Next one, the atoms of the group 0 elements have stable electronic configuration in their valence shells and hence they are unreactive. Next, let's learn about atomic radius. Atomic radius of an atom is defined as the distance between the center of its nucleus and the outermost shell containing the valence electron. The atomic radius is referred to as covalent radius or metallic radius depending on the nature of the bonding between the concerned atoms. Atomic radius in metal atoms is known as metallic radius. It is defined as half the distance between the nuclei of adjacent metal atoms. Next, in non-metallic elements, their atomic radius is known as covalent radius. It is defined as half the distance between the nuclei of two covalent bonded atoms of the same elements in a molecule. For example, let us consider hydrogen molecule. The distance between the two hydrogen nuclei of the molecule is 0.74 Armstrong. So, it is covalent radius is 0.74 divided by 2. So, 0.37 Armstrong. Along the period from left to right, the atomic radius of the elements decreases, whereas along the groups from top to bottom, the atomic radius increases. The increases down a group is due to the increases in the valence shell number down the group. As the shell number increases, the distance between the valence shell and the nucleus increases. In contrast, when you observe along the period, the shell number remains the same but the number of protons increases. More and more positive charges impose a strong attraction over the electrons and thus the electron cloud shrinks towards the nucleus, which results in the decrease in the atomic size. Next, let's learn about ionic radii. It is defined as the distance from the center of the nucleus of the ion up to the point where it exerts its influence on the electron cloud of the ion. You know that ions are formed when an atom loses or gains electrons. When a neutral atom loses an electron, it becomes a positively charged ion that is called cation. Next, the gain of electron by a neutral atom forms a negatively charged ion that is called anion. The size of the ions is important to determine their behaviors in solutions and the structure of ionic solids. The size of a cation is always smaller than its corresponding neutral atom, but the anion is larger than its neutral atom. So, atomic radius and ionic radii also decrease along the period from left to right and increase down the group. Next, let's learn about ionization energy. Ionization energy is the minimum energy required to remove an electron from a gaseous atom in its ground state to form a cation. It is otherwise called ionization enthalpy. It is measured in kilojoule per mole. Higher the ionization energy, it is more difficult to remove the electron. The ionization energy increases along the period and decreases down the group in the periodic table. As the positive charge increases, the size of the cation decreases, and the negative charge increases, the size of the anion increases. Next, we move to electron affinity. Electron affinity is the amount of energy released when a gaseous atom gains an electron to form its anion. It is also measured in kilojoule per mole or kilojoule mole per minus 1. Like ionization energy, electron affinity also increases from left to right in a period and decreases from top to bottom in a group. Next, let's learn about electronegativity. Electronegativity of an element is the measure of the tendency of its atom to attract the shared pair of electrons towards itself in a covalent bond. Let us consider HCl molecule. Both the hydrogen and chlorine atoms share one electron each to form covalent bond between them. Chlorine atom has a higher electronegativity and hence it pulls the shared electron towards itself more strongly than hydrogen. Thus, when the bond breaks, the bonding electrons are left with chlorine forming H plus and Cl minus ions. Next, Bowling scale is the widely used scale to determine the electronegativity. which in turn predicts the nature of bonding, that means ionic or covalent between the atoms in a molecule. The electronegativity value of fluorine is 4.0 and chlorine 3.0, bromine 2.8 and iodine 2.5. The electronegativity value of hydrogen 2.1 and sodium 1. If the difference is less than 1.7, the bond is considered to be covalent. If the difference is greater than 1.7, the bond is considered to be ionic. Along the period from left to right in the periodic table, the electronegativity increases because the increase in the nuclear charge, which in turn attracts the electrons more strongly. On moving down a group, the electronegativity of the elements decreases because of the increased number of energy levels. Next video we will learn about metallurgy. Thank you students.